Hello, I am Gordy. Today we're going to be building on this video, we're going to be building a 4-bit electronic clock kit. Not very many parts, just a few capacitors, a few resistors, one transistor, a few different things. That is the 30. Yeah, this is just a little 8-bit or a little 4-bit clock. So only 4 characters, which I think is pretty cool. We'll see how it looks when it's done. There's that other 30 go right here. So yeah, there's a few different ceramic capacitors, and then there's our bigger capacitors. Let's get our little ones in there. Let's get those done first. Alright, this time I used the thicker one. I'm not using that again. I'm going to use the 6. I just like the way that the 6 does its thing. I feel I have better control over the 6.6 millimeter stuff than I do the other ones. Right, let me see if there's, what does it say? Yeah, it's for the operation. We don't know the operation yet. Alright, let's get those little fellas snipped off. Alright, got those all snipped off. Got our 3 ceramic capacitors on there. Alright, let's go into here. Let's get our buttons on, man. Let's get them buttons on. No, let's do the transistor instead. Let's do that first. Yeah. That little fella soldered into place. Soldered into place. And busted down here. There we go. Alright. Let's throw our crystal on. Oh, my buzzer came out, or the buzzer rolled under there, under the table. So let's get the crystal in. This is a smaller kit, the little FM microphone thing. It's a frequency microphone. I'm not sure what it means. There's not a way to change anything on there. Just drop the part. Oh, hold on. Thank you to my wife for finding the button. Luckily she was down here and had her flashlight. While I am down here, I do not have a flashlight. My phone is being used right now. Already as it is. And the crystal up a little bit, that's alright. Get some airflow underneath of it. And get the buttons in place. I'm going to solder these buttons in. So yeah, thankfully my wife found it. Alright. Little bang. Bada bing. Bada bing. Bada bing. Bada bing. Alright, love you too, bye. Alright, so we got that done. Alright, let's get them 2 resistors in real quick. So we're gonna put the resistors in. Alright, let's get these resistors in. Resistor and resistor. They are 10K resistors. And with resistors, doesn't matter, positive, negative, negative, positive. Put it in how you want to put it in. Do it aesthetically so it looks the same. Or you can do it just whatever. Throw them parts in, man. Be happy. Be happy. Get those into place here. Alright, and then we'll get those soldered down. These little fellas soldered into place. Alright. Alright, here we go. We got our resistors in place. So there's that. And we'll get the big old capacitor in place. This big fella in now, man. There we go. Positive. And with the capacitors on the board, it'll tell you positive and negative. Capacitors, the big ones, have the positive will be the longer lead, the negative will be the short lead. Also on the negative on these, it will have negative marked on it on that side. I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Right there shows you negative. Right here. There's a little negative mark. Other side's just dark, just black, nothing there. I'll have the information about the part, and that is all that's there. White side shows you that it's the negative. That way you can make sure everything's nice and lined up. There we go. Alright, this is one of the boards. It's some kind of a board for it. I'm not sure. I believe that it is the that's one of the parts. There's a lot of parts on it to solder too, so. Yeah, so I have that little radio microphone to make, frequency microphone, not really sure. I've got that to make. I've got a few other little things to make too. A few little things, not a lot of big things, some small things to make. I've got another one of them talking, or not another talking clock, sorry, just I got 2 clocks, I believe. 2 more clocks to build. Well, this is one of them, though, so. Oh, nice. and solder joints. Alright, and this has a spot for the thing here for buzzer. There's our positive or our negative. Shows us on the buzzer itself that it's positive on this end. And then on the board, positive. So just line up positive and positive. Okay, so let's get that on there nice. I'll end up snipping that off a little bit. Okie dokie, let's get these little parts snipped, going, and going. Alright, so those two are done. Then we have the chip to put into place. Some of the legs on the chip socket are bent. Like always, though, usually they are. That happens. Make sure you line up on your chip. I guess it'd be a positive and a negative way. Positive is the end with the little divot. Negative is the end without the little divot. Now on the board it shows you a little divot right there in the center. So we're going to line that divot up with the other divot. Get them little fellers put in place. So they're all sticking out, they're all out. And get ready to start going to town and soldering, baby. I'm going to actually do this one like I normally like to do these. I'm going to do it right down the line. Okay. Now another video soon is going to be ham radio stuff. Probably gonna go outside, try to make some contact with the space station. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Show everyone how to make contact with the space station. So far I've only been doing it with APRS. I haven't made voice contact. It's a little hard to make voice contact with the space station. I mean, people have, don't get me wrong. It's just they're on a very tight schedule up there while they are working. And I'd rather see them using the time that they would get, that they could talk to me, talk to some kids at a school. That'd be kind of cool. And I might end up just having to set up something like that someday at my kids' school, so they can, so I can, maybe get some of the kids there a little more interested in some of the stuff with science, technology, and all that. 'Cause, I mean, it's, while ham radio is kind of an older hobby to some, there's a lot of really cool stuff in ham radio that you can do that I didn't know that you could do. Like sending little packets of information up to the International Space Station and them saying, hey, yeah, you made contact with us, thank you. And that's pretty cool. So on this, of course, on your digits, you're going to have your little dots on the bottom. Those are going to go on the bottom. Line up with the little holes. Line up with the little holes. One of the little legs was a little bit bent. Alright, there we go. So, get this all lined up right. The little sound of cheep, 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 cheep that you hear are ducks. Because we got some ducks. Alright, so I'm going to get the first one soldered down a little bit, and then we'll go to town and go down. Yeah, go down. We'll go to town and get them finished. Right, there's a safe place to look in. Not much room left now. And there it is. There is the entire project, all completed. I'm going to try to hit that up a little bit though here down here. Push them in place a little more. Alright, there we go. That's good. That's what we need. So there's all of our solder joints in the back. All nicely soldered too, I would have to say so myself. No grainy, very, very nice and shiny solder spots. And there's the front. Now we're going to plug it in and see how it works.